Okay, I've got the early June fishing report for Pelican Lake right here. Thanks for tuning in to Pelican Lake Fishing on YouTube. Here on Pelican Lake, we just finished our very first spring bass fishing tournament hosted by the Pelican Lake Resort Association. At stake was $2,000 in prize money. There were about 60 fish entered. Coming in first place was Brett Ryan, and he won $1,000. Coming in second place was Ken Norgrant. Brett's bass was 19 3/4 inches long, while Ken's was 19 1/2 inches long. So congratulations to those two for winning the spring tournament. If you enjoyed that or participated or whatever, or want to come do it again, we will have another bass fishing tournament here on Pelican Lake in September. It will run the entire month of September. Remember, to be eligible for one of these tournaments, you have to stay at a Pelican Lake Resort member. So it could be any of the resorts here on Pelican Lake. Also, Oveson's is part of it, Norman's, any of the motels in town, they're eligible to be part of the tournament. So stay with them 3 nights and you can enter. If you have any questions, you're welcome to shoot me a comment or a question about that. As I get into the fishing report and what's working, what's been caught, I do want to thank our sponsors who make these kind of reports possible. So I want to thank Aspen Resort and Campground, Island View Resort, and Birch Forest Lodge. Okay. Let's get into bass fishing since we already started with it. Bass fishing is very good right now. All right, so Delane from Missouri, so her and her husband combined to catch over 50 bass both the last couple of days. Lots of good bass being caught. Let's look at these. I know Brock, my son, he's been out fishing for bass a bunch. He said they're on beds. So he's been catching smallmouth on the beds and the gravel and things, using Ned rigs, Senkos, chatterbaits, bass being caught all over the place, jerk baits. Lots and lots of big bass being caught right now. They're fat. A lot of them are pre-spawn or early spawn conditions, so that's going really, really well. Not only are bass being caught quite well right now, the bluegill bite is really good. Lots of bluegills coming in. I'm seeing a lot of people catching bluegills. I do see the bluegills now under docks a lot. They're liking that structure, that shade. What about the walleye fishing? You know, most people in Minnesota love to walleye fish. Here on Pelican, we really love our bass fishing. But the walleye fishing has been up and down. We've had some pretty decent days. I know Todd and Jane sent some pictures in. Greg from Indiana sent a picture of a nice walleye. I believe his was 26 inches long. But I'm not hearing stories of large numbers of walleye being caught this week. So they're down a little bit right now. Crappie bite. Very, very good. Todd sent me a picture, not of him holding the fish. Come on, guys. Gotta hold the fish too. But he sent me a picture of him holding the fish against the ruler so we could see how big it was. A lot of crappie have been being reported at 12, 13, and 14 inches long. So some pretty good crappie being caught. What are they catching them on? Crappie. Slip bobbers with minnows, still very good. Beetle spins, quite good. Small hair jigs and small 1/8 ounce jigs with twister tails are also working. Pike fishing, a lot of hammer handles. Okay. I did hear about Hunter from Indiana catching this 38-inch pike this week, so there are some larger pike getting caught. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of small pike getting caught. Overall fishing conditions have been pretty good. I want to show you this one picture. Now, normally I'm not a big proponent of just, fishing for straight up meat fishing sort of thing, just loading up your cooler. But I want to show you this picture so you can see what is going on. This is in one day. This is one boatload of guys, okay? They went out, they caught loads of crappie, loads of perch, and loads of bluegill all on the same day. So you can see lots of fish they're catching. So right now, the perch, the crappie, the bluegill, the bass, very good. Lots of pike numbers, not quite as many sizes. The walleye's a little bit down. Now, the interesting thing about fishing right now in Pelican Lake is the water temperature. And this is all over Minnesota, and I believe this is all over northern Minnesota right now. It has been hot. It's been really hot. Every day is in the 80s, really sunny, very, very, very few clouds coming in right now. So the surface of the water, that sun is hitting it and it is really warming up the surface. But it's not warming up the water down very much, okay? You jump in the lake or you drop a sensor in a lake and that temperature plummets as it goes down right now. Because we've had very little wind in over a week, the surface of the water has not been churned up like it will normally be. And so when the wind blows and it takes the warm water, it churns it quite a bit and it mixes those water temperatures together. And so we get a little more even gradient going down and the water warms and the fish will move up and down sort of thing. But right now, those fish do not want to move up and down. They are staying in their thermoclines because the surface right now is about 72 degrees, okay? Low 70 water temperatures, but the water down 6-7 feet is 50 degrees, maybe even colder still. it's cold. So those fish are not coming up into various thermal climes right now. So I think it's a really big factor on fishing. I do think it's factoring into the walleye bite quite a bit right now. The fish are moving a little bit slow down deep, but the ones who are anything into shallows or spawning, they're biting voraciously in those shallower sections. So overall, fishing's been very good this week. Lots and lots of good fish being caught. People are talking all the time, telling me how happy they're with fishing right now. So pretty good fishing. If you haven't had a chance yet, get up here at Pelican Lake, make a reservation. Speaking of, I want to tell you a little bit about the 3 businesses who are supporting and sponsoring these videos. So we have Island View Resort over on the east side. They've got a beautiful swim beach. They've got a dozen cabins. They've got a coffee shop and ice cream shop there in their lodge. Over on the north side, we've got Aspen Resort and Campground. They've got 10 cabins. They've got a swimming pool, beautiful main lodge. They've got a campground there. And Birch Forest Lodge on the south shore. Also another dozen cabins, great swimming beach, excellent marina. So any of these 3 resorts would be a great idea for you if you haven't planned your Pelican Lake vacation yet. The weather's great, the fishing's fantastic. Come on up here, come up and go fishing. Hope to see you on the lake sometime. Until next time, good luck and tight lines.